John Gindick here, and this is Volume 2 of the Fundamentals. Let's review with some of the licks that we learned by the end of Volume 1. For instance, the up riff on your C harmonica. How about the down riff? How about the four-draw surprise? Now you can create a little song like this, the up riff. Again. Four-draw surprise. Down riff. Four-draw surprise. The four-draw creates a sense of tension, as though the music were going to keep going. It needs to be resolved. That's the three-draw, and hear how it creates more tension. And finally, I come back to that G note, the note of resolution. Create tension on that four-draw. Down towards that three-draw. The resolution of tension. Okay, now remember how I told you that one-draw, two-draw, three-draw, four-draw, and five-draw, and six-draw. They were all safe notes. You can't make a mistake. Six blow and two draw or three blow are the same notes, up an octave. Now, here's a little twist on the down riff, or the four-draw surprise. Go four-draw, four-blow, three-draw, and then slide up to that six-blow. Now, sliding in gives you a chance to hear the note as you're playing it, and also gives you a cool little blues arpeggio. Now, here's a great riff from the six-blow G note on your C harp to the two-draw. So it's six-blow, five-draw, four-draw, then 4 blow, 3 draw, 2 draw. So basically it's the down riff with this little introduction from the 6th blow. Now, one way to learn a lick is to break it down. For instance, get a smooth move between that 6th blow and the 5 draw. Just a little drag on the lower lip. And while you're playing that 5 draw, slide on down to the 4 draw so there's no gap or choppiness. Right while you're playing that 4 draw, exhale so you got a 4 blow going. Then slide from that 4 blow to the 3 draw, down to the 2 draw. Call that the blues scale down. Let's play the first 3 notes, 6 blow, 6 draw, 4 blow. 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw. While you're playing that 4 draw, while you're playing it, you reverse your breath to blow and slide up to the 6. Now it's an easy shot using that down riff to the 2 draw. All right. Well, do you feel ready to jam? Let's use my CD, Harp Jam, and the track called New York to Memphis. It's in the key of G, and it's a 12-bar blues progression. And use your C harmonica, and let's have some fun. Four chord. One chord. Five chord. Four chord. One chord. One chord. Starts again. It's an old up riff. Four draw surprise. Down. Up. Surprise. Down. Six blow down. Take it! That chord change is coming up right now. It's a 4 chord. Here we go back to the 1 chord. Oh yeah. 5, 4. 1. All right, let me hear you away a little bit. Come on. Yeah. So good. All right. Okay, I'm going to work that box between holes 2 and 4. Here we go. Six blow down. Turn. The bandit 2 and draw. Yeah, love that old Chuck Berry Memphis sound. Okay, so I guess it's finally time to tell you a little bit about the structure of music and what it is I'm talking about when I say it's the 4 chord and the 1 chord and so forth. All right, so a chord is a combination of notes that harmonize when played at the same time. And so you have a G note, but if you add these other notes, the 3rd and the 5th notes of the scale, you get a G chord. And if you make that same combinations in around a C note, you get a C chord. And if you make that same combination of notes around a D note, 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes of that D scale, you get a D chord. Now, when they invented the blues, what they did was or jazz, or just more advanced music, was they fiddled with these simple chords. And so you had a G minor, or a G7th. And so this helped create different feelings and different flavors that we use more today. But the fact remains, a chord is one of these building blocks, a combination of notes that's surrounding a tone. So an A chord is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes of the A scale. And the C, the same thing around the C. So that's what a chord is. All right, so now we want to talk about the 12-bar blues progression. And the best way to do that is to talk about the chords that comprise it. So since we're playing in the key of G, the G is our 1 chord. It's our chord of resolution. All right? So what we're going to do is count up for the 4 chord, the famous 4 chord. We're going to count up 4 steps from that G chord. G, A, B, C. The C chord is the 4 chord. So here's your G chord, the 1 chord, and here's your C chord, the 4 chord. Okay, and the 5 chord from the G, G, A, B, C, D, is the D chord. So those are the 3 chords in the 12-bar blues progression in the key of G. Feel that resolution? Want it? All right. Now, as I was saying, in blues, frequently you'll use a G 7th chord. Just taking 1 finger off, and it gives it that bluesy kind of feeling when you strum it. And in I make my C, I use a little C 9th chord, kind of jazzy, and I do the same thing for the D. So this is 1, 4, 5. It just sounds a little jazzier. Okay, so now the basic structure of music of this kind of music in a 12-bar blues progression is the first. Well, a bar is 4 beats, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's coming in on that 1 beat, and each one of those is a measure or a bar. And in the structure, the basic structure, a 12-bar blues progression, you have 12 of these bars, or 48 beats. And typically, the first, this is for slow blues, fast blues, generic blues, all right? So, the first 4 bars are usually the 1 chord, or are the 1 chord. So let's count measures. 1, 4 chord, 1, 2 bars, 3, 4. In the 4 chord, 2, 3. And then back to that 1 chord where you do 2 bars. And then the 5 chord, this is called the turnaround. That's 1 bar, 4 chord, 1 bar, then 2 bars in the 1 chord to end it. And those were our 12 bars again. All right, 1 chord. Here we go. Turn around. 5, 4, 1. Okay, let's count bars. Coming on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that was a very generic, stripped down version of a 12-bar blues progression. Frequently, you'll mess it up a little bit on the guitar doing things like going into a quick 4, a quick change. Like here's my 1 chord. That's that's the 4 chord. Got rambling on my mind. So what you do is on the second measure, the guitar player goes into that 4 chord for 4 beats, then comes back. That's a quick change. Another quick 4 is what that's called. So give me a quick 4, and that means they go into that 4 chord sooner. Or for the 5 chord, you're at the very end of your blues progression. So you're doing your turnaround. So you go 5, 4, 1. So right now you can go back to that 5 and start the chord progression again. All right. Quick change into the 4 and back to the 1. Now to still the 1 chord, just another version. Now to the 4 chord. Oh yeah. And now back to that 1 chord. Now to the 5 chord. To the 4 chord. To the 1 chord. To the 5 chord, and we start again. Here we go. Every time I see you, baby, quick change. I got rambling on my mind. Still in that 1 chord. 4. Here I see you, baby. Oh, baby. You know I got rambling on my mind. You can blame it on the weather, but I'm just the rambling kind. Okay, so that is the basic structure of a 12-bar blues progression, how it sounds. It's part of what creates the blues, although there are a million changes and variations to that. But when you go out to jam with people, you know, they'll be playing a 12-bar blues progression most of the night, most of the time. Now, on harmonica, so you're playing to this on harmonica. The truth is, you don't really need to be going, now I'm playing a 1 chord, now I'm playing a 4 chord, now I'm playing a 5 chord. You don't want to be thinking when you're performing. But when you're practicing, or when you're playing solo, then for you actually as a harmonica player to be changing chords, well, this will just help all of your music, both when you're jamming mindlessly, but the 12-bar blues progression is part of your lexicon, and when you're playing solo and you're organizing your riffs. So here we go. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a major. And I'm going to come in on, well, to express the 1 chord, it's going to be the G note, right? And that's a 2 draw. And to express the 4 chord, I'm going to play the 4 blow. And to express the 5 chord, I'm going to play the 4 draw. So here's an example. Here's 4 bars of that 2 draw. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. 4 chord, 4 blow. 1 chord. Now the 4 draw, 5 chord. 4 blow. 4 chord. That's right. All right. Okay, now the next step is to take the riffs that we've been working on and change them so that they can end on a 4 blow to express the 4 chord. And then know if you end it on the 2 draw, in this case, you're expressing the 1 chord. If you end it on the 4 draw, you're expressing the 5 chord. And if you end it on the 4 blow, you're expressing the 4 chord. So here's an example. We'll take that down riff. 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw, 2 draw. And we'll put it in a question and answer format where the first time I articulate twice and the second time once. And we'll leave a little silence in there. Here we go. Five chord. That was the 4 chord. 1 chord. Let's do it again. 1 chord down. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's try the same principle with 6 blow down. I like to play the harp without the harp. It enables me to get all kinds of crazy rhythms going. And then once it starts boiling, just add a little harmonica, like this. So I just tried to keep up with myself there, but the idea was just to take your wild, crazy rhythm playing and put it into a 12-bar blues progression, and then it all seems to make a lot more sense. Hey, let's add a little bit of bending to the mix. You know, we worked on bending in chapter 1 of this series. And the idea is that when you get a good single note, you unite it with your throat. You get a clean single note, not on the edge of your lips, but playing from your throat. And then, by channeling your inhaled airstream through the K consonant, it gave you a lever for bending, as well as this wonderful fat tone. And to help facilitate this, we used the consonants ki, ku, try and get this 2-draw bend. Now, if your airstream just goes, and if the air is hitting up here for the key, is what will come out. Now, if you do a conga line, so it really comes down to your throat. Now, that little riff, the conga line riff on the 2-draw, it can express your 1 chord. So we would call that, or we can call that 4 measures. We would just go do 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 do. That's measure 1. Do 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 do. Measure 2. Do 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 do. Measure 3. Do 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 do. Right? All right. So now we're ready for a chord change. And we would hit that same sequence of notes from a 4-blow to a 3-draw half-step bend. And that 3-draw half-step bend is getting good at going from that 4-blow to that 3-draw half-step bend. That will really be great for you. So we'll put it all together now. Five chord at 4-draw, just 4-draw to 4-blow. 4 chord at 4-blow to 3-draw, half-step bend. And then the at 2-draw. Yeah. That's right. So good. That's right. I love it. So good. Oh, all right now. That's right now. Now, along with being a useful blues note in a lick like that, that 3-draw half-step bend is just a great wailing note. In second position, it creates so much tension. That's it right there. That little annoying, talk to me, baby. That's that area right in there. That just a 3-draw half-step bending. So going from the 2-draw unbent to the 3-draw half-step bend. Now, if you don't bend it, it'll sound funky. There's no blues in that soulless 3-draw, but if you unbent, but if you put a little on it, creates tension. One way to get into it is the song Spoonful. That spoon, the word spoon is that 3-draw half-step bend. Yeah. The 3-draw is just a really, really great thing to get into. Now, the 4-draw, that's got a terrific blues note, the 4-draw bent. The 4-draw only has that 1 half-step bend. But if you stick it into the up riff, listen to what it does for you. It's got a lot to it. Now, to back up for a moment, that 3-draw has a total of 4 notes in it. That's like Sir Duke, right? Okay, and the 2-draw has a total of 3 musical notes in it. So say you're playing the down riff, you could start it on that 3-draw, on the 4-draw half-step bend, and then unbend it, 4 blow, 3-draw half-step bend, and then 2-draw to 2-draw bend. All right, well, thanks for listening and playing along. It takes a long time to get this material down. All this bending stuff that I just threw in there, watch it, but don't hang up on it. You can proceed. The main thing is getting a good single note. Get that K consonant going. And then just start working the bends. And as I showed you in the first volume, that's just a really good exercise to divide everything up into measures. And I'm exaggerating that ha so that you remember to breathe and to really exhale in between your phrases. Now, this idea of question and answer, before concluding, I hope that I've hit that strong enough where even if I'm going through that 12-bar blues, if I go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, answering the ba-ba with a ba really makes a world of difference in terms of the feeling and the groove. And so to do that kind of thing, so alternating. All right. Now, another thing that I just wanted to stick on here at the end was some easy stuff that I played when I was starting out. And I know I played a lot of straight harp songs. I played Shenandoah, starting on the 4-blow, or 3-blow. And I learned to play that kind of thing, but what really got to me was when I segued into this, discovered the opening of Rockin' Robin off that 5 draw. Now, as I get down to the bottom, that Rockin' Robin, well, I couldn't do because I couldn't bend that 3-draw half-step bend. So I would just kind of fake it on the 2-draw. I'd go. See you in the next volume.